Welcome back to Bloodlines 2 Vain Pursuit, the 4th episode. I am Karim Muammar, the storyteller for this chronicle, in which our band of increasingly distraught vampire trouble solvers are following an Anarch courier on a road trip across California and now Nevada. The courier is headed for Seattle with a mysterious package, as our friends desperately try to reach them in order to stop an ambush, a robbery, or worse. Previously, they have been following an app-generated map which has predicted some of the path that the courier might take. They've also employed the less than reliable premonitions of Camellia and the more reliable sorceress tracking abilities of Margaret.
Blatant favoritism by the ST.
Obviously. Now, they have to go a bit more techie, as they will try to employ some savvy in getting hold of surveillance camera footage to find out which way that this mysterious vehicle has taken next. With us are the players.
Hi, I'm Outstar. I'm playing Veronica, who is consecutively following patterns. Pattern of being hungry, pattern of being hurt, and pattern of being extremely annoyed.
I can't imagine why. I'm Rachel. I'm playing Della, who has recently acquired a lovely ghoul by the name of Taylor, and so she's fairly excited about that, though not as excited as she should be.
Hi, I'm Debbie. I'm playing Margaret, also known as Peggy. And Peggy has gone from punching people with books to using some blood sorcery every now and then.
Hi, I'm Florian. I play Maya, who is right now focusing on the mission. Just the mission.
And I'm Malin. I play Camellia, who is currently now relying more on tech than her premonitions because nothing happened on Wild Roses Road. And that is just disconcerting. Concerning? What's the word? Anyway.
Yeah. So, having spent the day at a motel in Tonopah, your, shell-shocked new ghoul watching over you fitfully, having been onboarded, apparently, by Camellia. You don't know exactly what passed between them, but apparently she now knows vampires are real and bad things will happen to her if she ever tells anybody. She pretty much acts that way. She's not really talking to you anymore, even though she glances at you from time to time, fidgets. There is very little left of the vivacious, creative woman that you met back in Dust Wells parking lot. But she will do for now. The next night, you... everybody should make a rouse check.
Oof.
Yes.
Oh.
Finally.
Your composure. Higher of resolve of composure, yes. Oh, and I'm good.
You follow up on the plan of the previous night to to try to get a hold of some security camera footage to get a sense of which way the courier van might have taken. You decide on going west first, as that seems to be the quickest route, and probably, even though the projected map doesn't seem to take that into account, probably the way that you feel that the courier will have taken. As you turn into the gas station, the first gas station that you encounter along that road, see it's still open. There is it's a diner next to it. It's closed. There's a couple of trailers, long haul trailers standing there. The neon sign slightly flickering, something fluttering there. Do you look for cameras?
Yes.
We do.
I mostly look for gas.
Yeah. That means that a wits plus technology roll to recognize any surveillance cameras. Does anybody of you have that?
I have 6.
5 would be. Yeah.
Then Del, you do the honors.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, wait, while that's going on.
3 successes.
Below the overhang, sort of the roof above the pumps, you see a couple of lenses. You're not sure if they're on, but at least they're installed.
Does anybody have a leather wallet I can borrow?
Yeah, I throw you one. It looks a bit, you know, the kind of used with age that looks burnished.
Also, when you're done pumping gas, care to accompany me? You don't have to say anything, just grunt an approval every once in a while.
I can also say something if you like.
No. No.
Why?
You hear dogs barking. Whoa, 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 whoa.
I'm used to that. Yeah, I'm filling up the tank and lighting the cigarette after follow you in.
Great. We go into the shop.
As you get the shop, it's it's a gas station. You know, there are shelves filled with air fresheners, map supplies. There's a man behind the counter looking a bit tired, bearded, wearing a plaid shirt. Oh, how can I help you, folks?
So with awe activated, I look at him and I bring up the wallet and I flash it really quick. And I say, "Excuse me, sir. My name is Agent Mulder. This is my partner, Scully. We're on the track of a missing persons case, and I was wondering if I could take a look at your footage, at your camera footage."
Yeah, that's. He laughs. He laughs. I mean, obviously, you've told a really good joke. You know, that's so funny, man.
Sir, this is
I
no
love
laughing
that
matter.
show.
This is
I
no
love
laughing
that show.
matter.
No, but seriously, how can I help you? Please, you just made my day. Mulder and Scully. Oh man, I missed them.
Yeah, we get that a lot, sir. This is no laughing matter. There is a missing child. I need to see your security camera, your security footage.
Are you serious?
I am dead serious, sir.
What do you see in any of us? Can I see your badge? No, can I see your badge?
I just showed you, sir. Would you like to help us in this or not?
Look, ma'am. I'd love to help you, but I need to see your badge. I need to to write it down. If I'm going to help you with security
Sir,
footage,
this constitutes an obstruction of justice. Now, are you willing to help us, or do I have to go above your head?
I would call for an intimidation now,
Oh, okay.
or maybe subterfuge.
Which one would you like?
I'd say manipulation plus subterfuge in this case.
A rules question. Can I help her with my presence in this?
Yeah.
Because I mean, I'm standing next to her and basically trying to look like a
No.
brick wall.
If intimidation was involved, yes. If not, if this is just a matter of fooling her, then it doesn't matter how many of you there are.
Fair enough. Then I mostly stand there, kind of waiting for a cue that goes in my way.
That's 3. I'm trying to decide if I want to burn a willpower. I'm going to burn a willpower.
Yeah, I mean, this is a tough sell. You're not even showing him the badge, so.
That's a 4.
4. Well, I hate to tell you, but you're welcome to come look. But the tapes. I mean, the backup stuff. Not the tapes. I keep saying the tapes. I mean the finalized files. They've all been erased.
You mean you don't keep your files?
Well, yeah, we usually do, but I was. Is kind of looking behind you a bit.
I follow his gaze almost immediately, kind of in a very kind of way.
Would you mind rolling a wits plus awareness?
Those are 2 of my favorite things.
Also, we are outside, right?
Yeah. Another car pulls up, and looks like a couple gets out, 20s, 30s or something. Start filling up gas, looking around. One of them looks your way, nods.
That would be a... For fuck's sake, why does this keep happening to me? So the good news is I've got 4 successes. The bad news is it's a messy critical.
It's a messy critical. Well, what happens here is that you look over your shoulder and you see the man is just staring at what looks like a big butterfly or moth fluttering around the fluorescent lights. And that makes you so mad. Damn moth. You were just about to get your will through, and then this moth comes and distracts him.
Right. I don't want to hold up the scene completely. I start turning around, nose flaring. I hope that's the right way of saying that. First sniffing in that direction, and then as I get basically uncomfortably close to the light, I punch it against it with so much force, given my disciplines, that very likely I crack the light.
Oh yeah. But you literally punch out the lights. Boom! The entire set of fluorescent light just cracks open, sparks fly, everything goes dark in there. There's another set of lights that flashes for a while and then short circuits. Oh, what are you doing?
Seems you have an insect problem.
I'm gonna have to ask you to leave.
I turn around.
Fine, we're out of here.
Right.
Outside with the notebook. How did it go?
Not well, let's leave.
Did you ask
Oh
about
my
it?
God, are you? I have to ask. Are you Del?
Sorry.
I mean,
I feel this is the
Instagram, from Instagram, Del.
No. You have been mistaken, sir.
This is not. These are actually the. This is not the guy inside the
gas station.
It's
gas
the
station. speaking.
couple at
No,
the-
this is the couple outside. A man and a woman. The woman comes up to you. I know. I mean, I keep following. I saw you were in the area, but I didn't imagine running into you here.
You totally have me mistaken. My name's Clarice. I don't know.
I turned the dawn on and stepped in front of Dell and in between her and the couple. What's your problem?
No problem. I'm sorry. I must
Shuffle
have.
to the trailer.
I must have mistaken.
Yeah.
Come on, Rita. The man says, "Come on, Rita. Obviously, we've been mistaken. So I'm so sorry. So sorry."
Wait, who are you looking for? What's happening in there?
Well, no, we don't want any trouble. We just want to fill in our glass. We thought, we thought we saw a friend. Was it? She's an influencer. Well, one of them internet girls, right? And my wife, she follows them. Obviously, that was wrong. I'm terribly sorry. Come, Rita, let's go.
Yeah, you better go from here. You just get out of here.
Yeah. We done. Have we paid? She nods, and they get into their car and drive away.
Veronica just sighs, turns around, and goes back, looking at Dell a little bit suspiciously.
Yeah, I don't think I'll lose any time, for example, for paying, leaving the station.
So did you ask about the Dodge Sprinter van labeled early dry cleaning?
No, we asked to see the security footage, which he said has been erased. Which,
yeah,
by the way,
that's
is
suspicious.
incredibly unusual. So,
As we bring about a few hundred meters between us and the place, I kind of just look back and go, bad vibes there, and keep driving a little too fast.
So
As you try to start your engine, it just starts spluttering.
shit.
All right. Let's see how stupid I truly am. Very. Okay, I just, without any further thought, half kick open the driver's door, jump out, not looking around or doing anything that a smart person would do at this moment, and open the, help me. The hood is the word that I couldn't think of, thank you. And look at what might be wrong.
In the meantime, I believe we look around.
There's nothing wrong.
Yeah.
The car seems to be stalling for some reason. There might be some blockage somewhere, but there's nothing you can see in the engine.
All right, so that-
everything seems to be all right. The battery's connected.
Okay, so it doesn't start, but not there. Okay, then below. But basically, I start
Yeah.
doing a check.
Do an intelligence plus
I
mechanics
was
check.
too fast. Also, why do you have to hurt me so and make me roll intelligence? So, any guesses on bets on how many willpower points I'm going to burn here? 1.
That's enough. It's a while.
Thank you.
I might have been a bit quick there, but anyway, you'll get this one for free. There is something blocking the exhaust.
It was a few moments. It should not be so hot that I start feeling uncomfortable with it. So I just,
No, you can see what's blocking the
Okay.
exhaust.
What is?
It looks like insects. It looks like the exhaust is clogged with what first looks like leaves, a gray mass. Then you can see that there are actually wings, giant moths just clogging the exhaust. A couple of them, still fluttering outside, trying to get in
Right.
Into the car?
into the exhaust.
So this is where playing the car guy when you are anything but is a bit of a problem. My first question is, would it be possible to basically go into, push the engine into high rotations and try to just blow it out?
Maybe, but you might also hurt the car. It's usually easier to just sort of unplug the blockage.
All right. I would assume that I've got something like, like utility knife or something like that, and I just start scraping stuff out.
Yeah, if you say so. Otherwise, there are cleaning supplies here as well for the customers. There are brushes and there is a broom and all kinds of objects that you can use to sort of clear out that.
I feel I'm at least intuitive enough to use something that puts a little bit of material between me and the actual things.
I mean, it takes a few minutes, but you scrape out this shapeless mass of crushed and burnt insects until the exhaust is clear.
Right.
When that is happening, I would actually want to grab Camellia and go back into the gas station. Because I feel like they failed the mission and we need to do something better in there. Camellia, would you go with me and check again on the guy inside? Maybe he will tell us something more. Maybe they weren't convincing enough.
Sure.
Awesome, let's go.
Okay.
I tag along.
Sure.
You get in there. The attendant has unfolded sort of a step ladder and is looking at the mess made in the roof. Or is the word ceiling maybe in its inside?
Ceiling. Yeah.
Ceiling, yeah. Mess made in the ceiling. Now exchanging the wrecked pieces of the fluorescent lights, trying to get it unscrewed. Sorry, we're closed at the moment. We had a bit of an accident.
With my daunt on, I approach and kick the ladder.
Fair enough. You kick the ladder. He just goes down. Oh, what did you do that for? And he sees you. He scrambles on his back and please, don't happen. Just take what you need. Take what you need. I don't want any trouble.
We're going to leave immediately after you will tell us who told you to erase footage from the cameras.
What is it with this camera footage? Right? First these bike guys, then the other guys, and now you guys. What's happening? Is this an investigation of some sort?
Okay.
What are you, the mafia? What are you?
Wait here. Bike guys, and then who?
The others?
Yeah, just a few minutes ago. I mean, the big guy pushed out the fucking skylight. No, I mean
All right.
the lights.
Yeah, that's fine. The bike guys, two of them.
Yeah.
One with the beard and bald.
Yeah.
Another one constantly either wearing their helmet or, if not wearing their helmet, seemingly very androgynous.
Andrew, what?
Androgynous? Like,
Like sick? Or you mean like?
like, oh,
Is it the rash?
Funny.
oh, I
He's a
haven't
funny
had to
guy.
explain this in a while. What did the other, David Bowie?
Oh yeah. Like a rock star.
Yes.
Sure.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, as well as look, I'm done for this night. Okay, there's nothing I can do. I was threatened. I mean, you should have seen, especially the big guy. He was scary, and they wanted to look at the footage. They were looking for something. They looked at it, then they just the other one just erased all of the final files that we have there. Just took it all away. All together with my movie collection. They just took out, everything on the external drive, and then they left, like zoom off.
You didn't happen to see which way they went?
Yeah, they went.
East? West?
No, they went out of town. Yeah, west. That's it.
Okay.
That's
Good.
good to know. Thank you.
Final question. Have you seen a Dodge Sprinter van labeled Easy Dry Cleaning?
I've seen a lot of Dodge Sprinter vans.
Have you seen specifically a red one labeled Easy Dry Cleaning?
I don't know.
Okay.
I have no idea.
Do not know.
I'll stretch my hands to him and taunt him. Grab my hands. Just tell him to grab my hands.
Did you say that you were taunting him, or
Just like using my don'ts.
using your daunt?
Yes, and just
you're
grab my hands.
You're scaring him while telling him. You're
Yes.
intimidating him and telling him.
Into grabbing my
Grabbing your
hand.
hand.
Just being very,
up the gun.
very just
Pick up the gun.
He, make a roll. We need to make that intimidate check now. So,
Oh yeah.
charisma, intimidate, plus presence.
Okay, sure.
Yeah,
That's okay.
you can take half if you want.
I can take half. That would be free.
Yeah. I mean, he just.
Okay.
Right, he takes it. It's very, tentatively. He's
Yeah.
touching you, but nothing more.
I just grab his hands with a very firm grip, put him up to the full standing position, pat him on his shoulder. You did a good job today. Mike, Steve, was that? Yeah, good job. Bye. You just get out of there.
He just runs out back, opens the door, and he dogs barking in there, closes the door, nothing.
Thank you.
Sorry.
Well, we got something useful from him.
I know. Let's go west.
All right.
We bring joy and happiness wherever we go.
Yes. Oh, and of course, Taylor has seen what she can see from inside the car.
Yeah. I suppose
I mean,
she is the one I look at and say, bad vibes here, and keep
is this
cleaning this up.
is this the miraculous world that you told me about? Does it get any better? Is this
Sometimes.
normal for you?
Sometimes.
So off you go then.
West.
Yes.
Yeah. Not sticking around this area.
Yeah. So you take the 95, stay on the 95. You have all night. You have a bit of a problem at one point around midnight as your car stalls. Turns out that your air intake has been clogged.
With bugs, I assume?
Mm-hmm. Again, butterflies, some night butterflies, moths of some kind. Takes you a while, half an hour to clean it out.
Yeah. I don't
Maybe
get
there's
any
a
happier.
plague or something.
Is this normal bug behavior?
No.
I look at Margaret and
Yeah,
say,
this is, I'd say this is an academics role. It's intelligence plus academics. You should know about this. Even though it's not your specialty, but
So we wouldn't tell, you're saying. We wouldn't know, per se. That's a thing. It's not supernatural.
4.
I don't know.
Okay.
I mean, this is you can make your own guess. If your character has definite knowledge, you can roll for it.
Yeah.
You're guessing this is not normal. This has never happened to you before.
I see.
But whether it's some freak nature thing,
Lots of stuff.
You got a messy critical.
I did get a messy critical,
Yeah,
right?
you
That
got
is
a
what I'm
messy
looking
critical.
at, but I
One,
did.
Alright.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
do you want to spend
6.
willpower to diffuse it?
No.
I don't think we have
do
done that
not
yet.
want to diffuse it.
Ooh.
All right.
I want to see what happens.
So I'm going to already hand you the compulsion list because I've got a suspicion.
Ah.
Please be bug
This
killing.
is,
Please be bug killing.
This is not a behavior that you have any. I mean, you've done basic studies in natural science, of course. You've never heard of these creatures doing this. They're not even. They don't usually even behave like packs or like swarms. They are not swarm insects. So this is. This is really, making you uncomfortable. you are beset by the compulsion of paranoia. Something you are convinced that someone or something is now after you. You will try to disengage from any perceived threat and suspect anyone and anything. And any action not taken towards that immediate end will incur a 2 dice penalty. This applies until you can spend roughly an hour in what you perceive as a safe spot.
LA.
Obviously, you
We
are
got-
exposed now.
Yeah.
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 But you, having been seated up front, what would you consider to be the safest spot right now, continuing on the journey? Still up front or huddled at the center of the cargo area?
I would say up front.
Up front, you want to be prepared, all right?
Yes, I want to be able to see
you
what's
are-
coming.
And that's all you're doing. You fall silent, your eyes darting left, right, forwards, looking for any more signs of this unnatural thing. All right.
Do you share the information with the rest of us?
Yes. I believe that I say something smart about moths' migration patterns and swarm behaviors.
All right.
That's
So you do
someone
not
with
share
moth
your suspicions
knowledge.
with the rest of the team.
She does.
Yeah, I do.
All right.
I explain to them that this is not natural behavior and that it's not a one-time occurrence either, so something must be making these moths behave like this towards us.
Very well. So by that time, you have finished clearing
Yeah,
out
I
the
get
air intake. You know,
done.
it's you know, it
Yeah.
seems okay. You'll look around. There seems to be no more insect tendencies. I mean, you hear crickets. But that's about it. You get back in, keep going up the road.
Driving calms me down.
Now, let's see here. I would like to know who has the highest wits plus awareness. That's probably
Yeah, so I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Yeah, that'd be
Are you sitting in front?
Yeah, no, they won't let me sit in the front.
There are 3 seats, so you might have taken the third one.
Out of the people sitting in front,
Am I in the front?
You
Yeah.
can be this
Okay,
one.
cool.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah.
Because, yeah, so
I know
I'm
that
set.
Maya will kind of try to have the 2 people who showed
so
him
wait,
the way
who
up
is
front.
who is in the front? And Meyer is in the front. You are driving. I know
Yeah.
you're in the front. Isn't and Taylor is not in the front. She's with you.
I'm wherever Taylor isn't.
You're wherever Taylor isn't.
So we are both at the back seat. Oh, that's a awkward.
But I mean,
right?
where is Taylor? Then Taylor has to sit up front. Or
Why?
are you?
You left her in the trailer.
There are.
Yeah.
You can't leave her in the trailer because you can't drive around with her in the trailer.
Yeah, that's fine. But I can drive around in the trailer.
You can do that, yes.
Yeah.
So you're by yourself in the trailer.
Yes.
And I'm with Taylor on the back seat.
You're with Taylor in the back as.
Very hungry too.
All right. You guys are up front. Thank you. Make a wits plus awareness check.
I'm just looking at Taylor like a snack.
I'm guessing you're not employing heightened senses because.
I mean, I can, but I haven't. I
mean,
haven't activated
this is,
it
this
for.
Is this is.
I don't have it running.
No, exactly. So this is a passive.
Let's just see. So yes, 4, 3. Oh, that is awful. That is 1 success on 7 dice. So I'm gonna spend a willpower and re-roll that.
Maybe
Sorry, I nudged that one.
I would.
You can only roll 3.
Oh, I can only roll 3.
Yeah.
Well,
That was
You're thinking of a previous iteration of the rules.
sorry. But yes, I will still re-roll 3, and then I'm gonna keep those stuff to side so I don't take something.
That was okay.
So now it's 4 successes.
4 successes. Oh, nope. You have a almost premonition-like sense that you're being observed,
Someone's.
but you can't really discern what or who.
We are being watched.
Oh no.
What?
Don't say that.
We are being very clearly watched.
I knew it.
Mayor, watch the mirrors. Do you see anything?
I do a 360 as far as I can from the driver's seat. If I haven't already, I put up the best lighting I can, just to make it a little easier.
I have no idea from where. It's just like, you know, that feeling in the back of your neck?
Oh, I know it well.
Yeah. No, that.
It's terrible.
And that feeling follows you all the way up to Fallon.
It's still there even though we turned. It's still there even though we stopped at this light. It's still there even though we took the off road.
That right.
Do you see anyone?
I mean, there's car passers by then.
You reach Fallon sometime around 4 in the morning. So the need for some kind of accommodation becomes pretty desperate. Fortunately, being the US, there are motels everywhere. Am I right?
Yes.
Thank you. So you don't have much trouble finding a motel. This motel is of the kind that has like separate small, almost like
Bungalows?
bungalows. Thank you, bungalow. I want to say cottages, but that sounded way too nice. Bungalows. And you get one for the group.
Shall we get
I mean,
to
I've assumed so far that you share sort of day sleep accommodations. Now with Taylor with you,
Yeah, that's actually a good question.
how do you?
I mean,
I would actually split in at least 2 groups if you guys are fine with that. I don't think we should all stay together.
I
It's
mean,
not safe.
if I get the chance to not be in the same room as Taylor, I'm gonna take it.
I am taking the room with you.
So that means that one group of you guys are staying in a bungalow with no watcher whatsoever.
I mean, I'm fine with taking the bungalow next to them if we can make that
Yeah.
happen or something like that. But I,
Cannot she stay outside and be our watch outside for both of the bungalows?
You mean, is it okay to tell her
Is
to
there-
stay outside you the entire day and watch your bungalows?
She's a ghoul. Of course it is.
Otherwise, is there a shop nearby?
I see.
And that's
that's a
up
good
to
question,
Dell.
Peggy.
Don't tell her what to do.
Karim, Peggy asked a good question, I think.
Or
Yes.
rather, is there a farm nearby, not a shop?
If there is a farm nearby,
I need a
Oh.
rooster.
You need a rooster. Okay. Yeah, I mean, you might have passed a farm maybe a mile back.
Can I go and buy a rooster?
At
Or steal a
4
rooster?
o'clock in the 4 o'clock in the morning.
Yes.
You would likely need to steal a rooster.
Precisely. I want to steal
I
a
mean,
rooster.
of course. I mean, I know a lot of farmers are up very, very early.
Mhm.
So I mean, you might try that first. But
Or she can just give them a $50 bill and take the rooster.
all right. So does this mean that you turn back
I mean,
to get?
Yes,
if
yes,
it's,
I
if
need
it's
a
a mile,
rooster.
if
I
it's
need
a
a
mile, I
rooster.
don't think it's a problem. So,
Yep.
all right.
All right. You all go back with
So
the
I can
car.
get a rooster.
Turn the car around. Go back. The farm looks sleepy. Doesn't seem to be anyone up this early. But you know, there aren't much in the way of security, so you just, you waltz in, you locate the chicken coop, and grab yourself a rooster.
Okay.
Do I need to stealth roll for it? we
Let's no. I think that's an animal ken really, because if you don't manage an animal ken roll, then there's gonna be a cackling and a cowing.
I don't have animal can.
Do I go with her? Because if she tells me about trying to get in the
Doesn't
farm,
really help. I mean, if she's with you, she's going to
Oh.
upset the animals. So I mean, you know, as you go in there, there's
Sounds like a great idea.
there is an escalating cacophony of sounds.
But chickens
It's
always
almost like
cackle.
the old MacDonald song, but much more terrifying. As animals start to wake up and bay and bray and caw, I mean, the chicken coop is in a state when you get there. I would need you to do a just to be able to grab one of the roosters, a dexterity plus, well, let's say brawl or athletics, whichever is higher.
Brawl, because I have no athletics.
Yeah. So grab that rooster. That's
That looks good.
Oh, that's 4. Yeah.
Yes.
You
Oh, nice.
grab that very quickly, which means you are way on your way as the owner of the farm gets out there to see what the hell is going on.
Excellent.
Car's already warmed up, engines warmed up, and we make an exit from the grand
yeah,
heist.
Exactly. You guys burn
I-
rubber and get away.
cute
I mean,
name,
burning
huh?
as much rubber as
No,
you
no,
can.
no, we're
with
gonna kill
the
him.
Camper
Oh,
trailing you.
I would assume that maybe if we turned
It's
it
a
around, we
rooster.
left the
I need
camper
his
there.
bones.
I don't know.
I get it,
Maybe.
but it's still sad.
Pardon?
Sorry.
I need his bones.
You need the rooster's bones.
Yes. For science.
Okay. I'm guessing you need to get them out of the rooster.
I'm not going
But
to watch
surely
that.
that's easy.
Yeah, I mean, given tools and a bit of time. Yeah.
Or you suck them out.
You suck them out of the rooster.
Yes, have you never done that?
Go ahead and suck the bones out of the rooster. You might
do
want
I roll
to give,
for that?
You might want to give her privacy as he does that. No,
Yeah.
getting the bones.
I do not do this in the car.
No.
Thank you.
Promise.
Thank you. Thank you.
Not look at you.
Having acquired the rooster and a bungalow each, you retire to your bungalows, asking Taylor to watch over you as you sleep during the day. She
Before-
nods,
Okay, so
but her loyalty seems to come more and more out of fear than out of any desire to be close to any one of you.
What
So
is in the
who-
bungalows? Is there like a bathtub? I
Yeah.
assume that is there's a bathtub.
Yeah, there's a bathtub.
What about the fridge?
There is a small fridge, yes.
Small
sure.
fridge. Okay, I will take the bathtub.
All right.
I have something. I want to do a ritual before I go. Before
Yes.
we sleep.
And in this case, I would say that getting the bones out of the rooster is it's part of the ritual. So is this the? I have a fair guess about what it's gonna be.
I don't trust Taylor, so I'm doing wake with evening's freshness
Very
because
useful.
I expect something bad to happen.
I do.
I am very paranoid, and I trust no one, and I want to make sure that nothing.
Having
bad
having
happens to me.
done that, yeah, I would say that having done that ritual and getting a chance to sort of rest here will probably satisfy the worst of your paranoia for the moment.
Would you let me watch you do it?
Well, that means that you will be staying in the same bungalow then.
I'm wherever the one that has Della and Taylor is the one I'm in.
so.
I want to watch too.
So it's the two. It's the muscle in one bungalow and the social group in
Yeah.
the other. Nothing's gonna go wrong with that. I sleep. I assume we darken both bungalows, but if we still have tarp over, I roll myself basically into a tarp below the bed.
You roll yourself into a top and go below the bed in
Yes.
your bungalow. And you were sharing bungalow with
Veronica.
Veronica.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
And Margaret and Dell and Camellia, you take the other bungalow.
Yes.
Sure.
It needs to be mentioned that Taylor hasn't slept almost anything during the night
Yeah.
which you drove. But that's how it is. Maybe another hit of your precious blood would perk her up. And make a rouse check. You get hungrier. She does seem to perk up visibly. Her eyes for a moment regaining the same desire that you saw in them in the first days. She dutifully takes up position outside. She's really needing a bath as well. She's I mean, it's obvious she hasn't been taking care of herself. This whole thing has been too much for her to eat. I mean, she's hardly even remembered eating.
Then if that is the case, then when she is doing the ritual, I am taking care of Taylor.
I assume
Like
both
that.
in the bathroom.
Okay, let me reiterate. All of you are in sort of various state of bath neediness. I mean, it's not like you've been, washing up and changing clothes or doing. I mean, apart from you, possibly.
I mean, I might be overly optimistic here, but I would assume that happy to mention it, but I would assume that every time we stay in a motel, there's a bit of morning toiletries before we leave.
Yeah. If you, I mean, the thing about being a vampire, of course, is that since you don't sweat and since you revert to whatever original state you were in during day sleep, usually you don't have the same need of morning toilet. You don't have salivas in the same way as humans. You don't, bacteria don't nest in your teeth.
Right.
So there's less need of that on a regular basis as humans, although you might need to, clothes still get dirty and, grime still accumulates. So it's really up to you whether you've been, doing that. I know that you have
Yes.
been.
Absolutely.
Basically,
100%
yeah.
have been.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Taylor certainly hasn't, unless you've helped her do it.
We'll help her do it.
I would help her do it. I am not sitting in a car with a smelly, dirty human.
All right.
True.
So as you've, given her another hit of your amazing blood, she is then getting, bathed and groomed and freshened up by Camellia.
I also do her makeup, just
All right, yes.
for the heck of it.
Yeah.
She looks great.
And you do the ritual.
Yes.
Now, let's see now. In this case, the ritual roll is made when the ritual is triggered. Am I right?
Correct.
Yes. So we'll see whether that is going to be necessary. She's making a bit of a mess in there. There's rooster blood and bones and viscera.
feathers
and
everywhere.
I come out with like a clean Taylor that is like
and then you see that.
completely
Yeah.
like fancy, and it goes like my face just completely drops.
I've got blood kind of, like falling down me, and you're just so disappointed.
And I'm like, napkin?
Thank you.
And then I will also clean up all of this.
Not all of it. I do need my circle.
What part of it does? What
You
part of
can't-
it is
don't touch my
necessary?
circle.
Which one? That one?
The one I'm standing in.
Okay. Everything else is
Everything
clean.
outside the circle you may clean. But do not touch the circle. I see you wanting it to. No.
Can I clean it later?
If we survive the night, yes.
Okay, great.
That sounds nice, then I don't have to do it.
So I will Clorox. Just
It's a big handbag.
Skirting. It is a very big handbag. It's and also a very small piece of Clorox. But I will just spend this time cleaning everything I can. Just
So we've got a perfectly clean floor and then a circle with like a chair in it or something, and blood and feathers and gore. Good mental image.
Okay.
What does that ritual do?
It means that if something happens during the night, I will wake up as if I'm rested and
During
I
the day.
can
Gotcha.
fight.
oh, good with the book.
Yes, exactly.
Now I feel bad for not staying with you. Out of character. But
I'm below the bed. Nothing's bad is going to happen to me.
I just took cigarettes from you. You would give me one and just go to the bathtub.
It's fine.
Okay.
The road is watching us.
Yeah, that could be
No,
it. Yeah,
someone
makes
on
sense.
the road is watching us. The road can't watch us.
Well,
The road does not have eyes. It's a piece of road.
it all depends on what kind of watching. But something saw us, and it's
How
better
do you?
now. Well, later maybe, because I'm interested too.
Yes.
Birds. Anyway,
Technically, birds could be watching us. If we're going with that analogy, it's more likely that there are moths following us, watching us.
that seems reasonable.
Mayor,
Pretty bad eyesight.
I dig myself out of the top. Yeah?
it's a scream from the bathtub. What do you think about the shit so far?
Try not to.
Now for real though, do you trust them? The ladies, I mean.
The human?
No, the ladies. The non-human ladies, I guess. 'Cause I have some bad feelings about that.
Well,
I think we've all got a mission. And I fall asleep.
Alright.
so as you finish your elaborate, albeit messy ritual in this case, you clean up as best as you can.
I'm focusing very hard on not looking at the other things and just looking at this and fixing this.
You all start to feel the leaden weight of dawn upon you. You two, You roll yourself into the
Top.
beneath the bed,
Bathtub.
bathtub,
Below the towels. Or
Below-
tarp.
below the top. Okay.
Yeah, there's tarp in there somewhere, right? Or
Yeah.
some. Okay. Tarp.
And you are sleeping on the bed or below the bed or
Probably on the floor, but I use a bunch of towels to just cover myself.
That's one of the benefits of of being a vampire, and that you never have any trouble falling asleep. You can basically lie down in a bathtub, cover yourself with towels. You're still going to just go out like a candle when dawn breaks. All right. So on the floor, towels over you. You are
Peggy's in an armchair and she's fighting to keep herself awake because she's so scared that someone's going to come into the room.
well. You stay awake for a while, but eventually you drift off. It's very very hard to stay active too long. What about you?
I think I am fighting to go on top of the bed and then decide to go underneath it. And
Oh dear.
We're all making excellent life
You
choices.
haven't really been thorough here.
oh no! Well, then I can't. Like, if it's dusty down there, it doesn't work. Like, and I really if the impulses are already triggered, it's very hard for me because I'm like, okay, I can take the cover and but then I mess that up. So I'm just gonna go sit in the closet.
Fair enough. And of course, Taylor, if she's lucky, she finds a chair that she can employ outside. Or, she can just patrol high on the Vitae of Dell. Perks you up. Day comes.
I wake up. I'm
You do
instantly.
wake up. You wake up. It's actually knocking on the door of your bungalow.
And that's
You
danger.
wake up. You were. That was some amazing display of foresight there. You're really congratulating yourself, patting yourself on the back. We need to see whether that ritual actually did work. Do a ritual roll.
I can't remember how I did that.
Intelligence plus blood sorcery.
That's my intelligence.
Roll really well, please.
Yeah.
Save
I'm
us.
I mean, obviously,
Save us.
you
Okay,
had
four plus
enough
two.
towels and stuff to block out the windows, stuffing them with pillows and everything. All of this is par for the
I'm
course
sorry.
in the stage.
3 successes.
Willpower?
This is,
Yeah.
Yeah, but the difficulty, it's a level 2 ritual, so it's ritual level +1, meaning a difficulty of 3.
Okay, so do I make it or should I? No. Okay.
You do
Well,
make it. You do make it.
I do make it.
You do
Okay.
make it. Technically, with a margin of 0, but still, just about.
If it works, it works.
If it works, it works. Yeah, there's a knock on the door.
I peek.
You
in the little
guys
thing.
are also in there. You also, you are being disturbed, so I want you to make humanity rolls to see whether you manage to sort of, force your eyes open and at least be aware of what's happening.
How
Do
do
we-
I humanity roll?
You roll a number of dice equal to your humanity,
So, but
and there's no
37.
hunger involved. It's just
So
Thank you.
7.
That
Yeah.
was the part I wasn't sure about.
be warned that the difficulty is pretty severe. Although there are no,
We have 2 here.
2.
nah.
Can you apply willpower to humanity rolls?
I think, let's do that.
Do what?
Apply willpower.
Oh,
Oh, so
Yeah.
you can re-roll if you need
I-
to?
Yeah, let's, wait, let me check. If we're gonna do this by the book, let's do it by the book.
I'm gonna already set you up.
Okay.
Actually, how about you do the first roll? It's not gonna be affected.
No, you may not spend willpower to roll
Cool.
humanity.
Cool.
That was actually specifically specified.
Cool. Well, what kind of mean person wrote that
You
book?
remember
Good one.
All right. Let's roll this humanity.
Oh, no, actually.
2, 3 successes, so not good.
No. Still not enough. This is not. You're noticing nothing.
So no one else wakes up.
No one else.
Just me.
It's just you. So
Great.
you.
Thanks for that ritual.
That was so well done. Please say this.
I'm glad I've got at least one.
There's another knock on the door.
I want to look in the peephole.
There is no people.
There's no peephole?
No.
Well,
There's a window next to it.
yes, but I have realised the flaw in my plan. I can't open the door.
Well, depends on the weather and where you stand, but.
Yes, but I don't know the weather.
No.
Can I ask a question? Because obviously we haven't talked about what kind of motel we ended up in. So you said they are bungalows. Very often there are these kind of shaded verandas in front of the bungalows. Is this one of these?
Yes.
So there is, depending on the time of day, a certain chance that they stand in shadow on the other side of this.
Oh yeah. I mean, it's yeah.
I don't want to burn the door and instantly get burned to a crisp.
No, you'll probably want to open the door and stand to the side to sort of gauge the level of sunlight.
Okay.
Oh, there's knocking again on the door.
Okay. I put. Is there like a little chain on it?
Yes.
I put that on,
Mm.
and I opened the door just a crack.
Open the door, expecting the searing flame
Yeah.
of the sun. Thankfully, seems to be overcast. The skin stings, your eyes water with whatever sort of viscous fluid is in them right now. And you see two persons outside, both of them clad in very formal overcoats, suits, ties. One of them is a dark man, African American. The other one is a sort of blonde woman. You recognize them from somewhere.
Skalda and Mali. Shit.
The woman says, hello, do you mind if you come in? We're the FBI. We are looking for a... We are looking for a Della Pearson, sought in conjunction with the death of an Eric Ray.
I'm sorry, I don't know Adela. Who's her? Who is she?
Do you mind if we come in? We just need to ask a few questions.
Well, you see, I'm not dressed to begin with. It's very early, and honestly, I have sick family members in this room,
Please
And-
open the,
and they
please
will
open
not-
the door.
and they will have a hard time being. I just don't want them to be disturbed. I'm sure you can understand that.
This will only take... would you mind coming out then?
If you give me a moment to get dressed.
Very well. We'll be right here.
I'll close the door. Shit. Okay. I'm like putting on as many layers of clothes as I can,
Mm-hmm.
and big sunglasses, big hat,
Mm-hmm.
the whole 9
Yeah,
yards.
you
because
do have lots of layers there, so you okay. And,
Yeah.
and I mean, due to
She
the
likes
fact
layers.
that the ritual, you can actually, act like normal. So yeah, this actually is,
I would be so fucked.
this is actually a plan that might, conceivably, even though it's a long shot, work.
put on
You,
some lipstick because I happen to
yeah,
have one in one of all my
Oh,
pockets.
yeah. Oh, and maybe use the blush of life.
Exactly.
So a rouse check.
That was my next
Hmm?
sentence.
Yeah, you're right. This might be an important role.
I wonder why.
I never even looked at the daylight rules because I, as a ST, am not sadistic enough for this.
Well, this is just a friendly call.
Which-
Obviously,
What dice am I rolling?
just a single
You
D10.
have,
just a
no,
single?
I mean, you have, these are your hunger dice, then you just roll a single die at 50-50 or flip a coin or whatever.
5.
No, you gain a hunger. So not only are you sort of straining to get out into the, well, relatively shaded light of day, you're also approaching some pretty...
Monstery.
Yeah, pretty tangible hunger there. Okay.
I open the door.
One question, by the way, and this I realize this is a bit late, but what name do you rent these bungalows?
I've
ever name Della comes up with on the spot constantly.
I would say
Yeah.
so.
I mean,
Yeah,
Well,
probably.
So we have-
Is it Clarice again?
No, definitely not. It's probably we're gonna
You
go
did
with
have, let's see here. You have a fake ID. If that's your mask.
I do, yes.
Yeah. Oh, is that the one you're using? Is that
Yeah.
the Clarice?
Yeah, we're good. That was just on the fly. My
was on the fly,
my fake
okay.
ID is under Julia Julia Scott.
Julia Scott.
Yes,
All right.
from Pensacola, Florida.
Veronica, have we allowed her to book our room as well?
I would say so because you do not have fake IDs, do you?
I do, but let's look at my intelligence. We are under her name.
All right.
What was the name of the fake ID? Julia.
Julie Scott or Julia Scott.
Yeah.
Yep.
Thank you. Thank you so much for taking your time. This won't take long. We're looking for Adela. We have reason to believe that she's in the company of a Julia Scott.
I don't know her either.
This is Julia Scott, whose name these bungalows are rented. You're saying you don't know her?
No.
In that case, who rents these bungalows? Do you know that?
My husband,
Your husband. And your husband's name is?
Michael.
Michael. And
Yes.
is Michael living with you?
Yes, he's sick.
She nods to Agent Morgan, who goes away to the reception.
What time of day is it?
I really wish I was a better liar.
So we're just checking up a few things. Might you tell us what you're doing here?
Oh, I'm just traveling with my family.
With your family, okay. Are they also in there with you?
Yes, they're all sick.
They're all sick.
They're
I'm
all
so
sick.
sorry to hear that.
Yes,
So
all of them
sorry
are
to hear
sick.
that.
It's terrible.
All right.
It's quite bothersome,
do you,
yes.
Do you need help to go to the hospital? Is it serious?
Oh, no, they just need to sleep things off.
Sleep things off. Right.
It's just the flu.
All right. It's you were guessing it's kind of some late afternoon-ish, stand of the sun. Huh. Well, they must be some flu.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah. Would you mind doing a wits plus insight check?
Do I ha-
You can take half if you want to. If you're afraid of, things acting up, then by all means take half.
Play or lose.
No. All right. No.
Willpower?
Yeah.
Oh, you really you sense that there is something hidden here. Okay.
One success.
No. She just seems genuinely curious. Taking notes. Like a good agent. Oh, they have shown you their badges as well. So
Yes.
this all. I
Forgot about
they
that
let
part.
you have a real long look at them as well.
If you have the opportunity, please steal one. We need them.
Excellent idea.
That's exactly where the scene is going.
Meta thing. Let's just kill some mages and get their badges. No, I'm kidding. It's all right.
Basically, at the same time, Camellia is dreaming about this, and she's like imagining in her head giving all the advice, which is not happening in real life. But
All right. The other agent, Agent Morgan, comes back. They share a quick glance. Do a wits plus insight check. No, it's 2.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, you get the sense that he's. You can see that he does a quick shake of the head. She nods like, okay. Well, I see. So, Michael, I see. And your full name is? Because there is no Michael registered here, so there must obviously have been a mix-up of some kind. Would you like to accompany us to sort that out?
Peggy she doesn't have any patience. She has lost her patience with these idiots now. She wants them to go away. So I'm going to use dominate on both of them one at a time and say go away.
All right. Absolutely. Who do you
I'm gonna start
for
with a man. I think. Yeah.
Hmm?
Let's see.
All right, then that's a, let's see, mesmerize is manipulation plus dominate.
Yes.
Hmm?
Manipulation plus dominate.
Hmm?
Okay.
Oh, that's a good
Yeah.
one.
Yay!
What is this?
Suddenly,
I don't see the
Your
dice.
gaze, your
all of
gaze
them.
swings to him.
All of them.
Yeah. And you just tell him to go away. Without making a fuss of it, he just turns around and goes away.
Excellent.
Excellent.
I want to very quickly do the same to the other one.
The other one, as soon as you do that, she says something to her. We got a positive! We got a positive!
Fuck.
And then she runs.
Okay, well I'm
She
gonna.
makes a run for
Oh
it.
no! I'm pouncing on her. I'm
She-
faster than her, surely.
Yeah, she runs out from the overhang. She runs out into the daylight.
Fuck! It's
And
daylight.
she doesn't get the chance to try to yank her back.
Yeah, I mean, let's do a Dex plus brawl roll. See if you can yank her back, you know. But this is going to have to be really good.
We're all gonna die anyway, but I figure.
Really good. Time to say goodbye.
So on the topic of the 8-episode miniseries,
Yeah. I'm gonna call that a bestial failure. But this of course, this is very simple. In your excitement, in your bestial urge to quench this threat to the masquerade, not to mention your own lives, you do actually follow her out into the sun. Smoke starts pouring out from beneath the
my
layers of
God.
clothing.
I'm so
You
sorry.
Scream an inhuman scream as you stumble back onto the
Yeah.
course, not before you've sustained a point of aggravated damage.
I owe you one.
Oh my god.
This was a great plan.
Oh, by the way, you used mesmerize, right? That's level 2 power. So rouse check.
Oh shit. 1.
Oh, you're hungry. Add another hunger.
Oh no.
Well, it was nice playing with you guys. Yeah.
God help us. Oh wait.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
I want you guys to both
they
of
wake
you-
up to my
no, I
scream?
want you to make another check just to see whether you've during this time been aware enough to even notice that something is happening here. Otherwise, you've just been sleeping through it all.
help me.
That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
You were awake.
All
You were basically aware enough to realize that something bad went down,
Shit.
involving Margaret, as well as some strangers.
Oh god.
That's
Oh my
Yeah.
God! You
I,
as
I
well.
count
yeah.
5.
yeah. I
Both-
found
both of-
5
both of
successes.
you,
With
I'd
one
say
crit.
both of you are actually awake enough to basically haul her into the
Thank you.
bungalow and close the door.
Yeah.
Are you okay? Oh my god.
We have a slight problem. Slight problem. I'm fairly certain that
Oh, you're
we
allowed
are
to make
going
another-
to
yeah.
get swarmed by very, very bad people now.
Shit.
About vampires. About Kindred.
We gotta run. We gotta run.
Yes. But it wasn't very pleasant to go out into the sun, so how do you propose that we run?
Can I quickly just see? I'm like, I need a way out, and I'm gonna drop something on the floor.
You're gonna drop something on the floor, right? You drop the carcass of. No.
Yeah, why not?
Okay,
The chicken bones I've been
all right,
collecting.
yeah, all right,
I'm
you
gonna
do
throw
that.
them on the
You do
floor,
that,
and I'm
okay.
gonna go. We need a way out.
Oh, splat. Yeah, and so this is a premonition
Yes,
again.
I'm seeing if I create
You're
a mess.
looking for sign. All right.
I need an arrow.
Do a rouse check. Do a rouse check.
Do I have anything?
Oh
Rouse
God.
check.
Okay, this is going to save you. Wow.
That's a 10.
All right, so it's fine. You don't. You will not be any hungrier.
Great.
I mean, technically, you can do that rouse check as you make the.
Oh, yeah,
the roll.
sorry.
You can always do that simultaneously. You don't have to do it twice.
Shall we get the tray?
Do we want to have the tray for this? I'm
I
thinking.
mean, honestly, the higher the chance of you being able to fudge this, the better, but
Traits are great.
What the heck is resolution and resolve
resolve.
and aspects, which isn't my best thing. There we go. 2 successes. And potentially, do we want to spend a willpower?
What do you think?
Okay. This is the only thing I can do, y'all. Just FYI, if we get into a fight, there is nothing I can do except potentially give them a table of contents. Nope!
No, well, it's
2 successes.
yeah. I mean, since there isn't actually a sort of a difficulty attached to this, you will more or less you will get more clues the more you roll. So in that regard, this isn't a bestial failure. This might be a small consolation.
Hurrah!
On the other hand, the spattered remains of the rooster gives you a strange, almost calm impression. It's almost as if it's telling you that it's fine for now.
We're okay. We're
What?
okay.
I'm
No.
still
I'm gonna pick these up.
smoking.
Oh yeah, you're not okay.
You're not okay.
But she's getting a very, for some reason, this mess should be making you break out in hives or whatever you break out in. But instead, it's sort of calming you down, and you realize it's as if something you're not thinking about. It's telling you about people. There's a lot of people in there. They're around you, like in all directions.
There are other. Who did we forget about?
Taylor needs to bring the car.
Taylor needs to bring the
Taylor,
car.
bring the car. Make her do it.
Oh, where is Taylor? By
I don't know
Where
where
is
she is.
Taylor? I don't know where she is if she's not
Did
outside.
we give Taylor a phone? Does she have a phone?
She has
we
a
did
phone.
not think this through.
I would like to point out that the woman was a completely functioning adult before we had happened, so I think she has a phone.
Listen, there is at least 6 months until somebody is effective in a new workplace. Give her some time.
I'm gonna
I don't
wrap
think she
myself
gets
in a
that.
huge blanket and go out the door and just crack it open a tiny bit and go, Taylor! Taylor, come here!
Well, the first thing that you know, well, in your case, if you're gonna do anything else now, another roll.
Humanity.
Yeah.
Or
I mean, the light of daylight is deadening to you. I mean, you're basically just revived corpses trying to stay awake
Oh, yeah,
moment to moment. The only one who can, act regularly is
Oh, I see.
our friend Margaret here, who seems, now that she's gotten over the whole smoking bit, is sort of remarkably collected.
Ooh, 3, 4. 4.
4.
4.
Okay.
1, 2. I only have 2. I fall
Oh,
back down.
You fall back down. You're still awake.
Taylor! Taylor!
Was a great idea to book a separate bungalow, right?
Yeah, it was a great
Let's
sleep.
split the party.
Yeah.
Nothing bad happens when you split the party.
I always have the best
Oh.
ideas, Remember that for the future.
Yeah, I will.
Yes.
Fuck us.
Did you roll any criticals?
No.
No. All right. So basically how this works is, now that you're awakened, you need to make a humanity roll every turn at difficulty 3
Oh, God.
until you either fail or make a critical, in which case you get to stay awake for the rest of the scene.
Ah, sweet.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's no response from Taylor.
That may not be an option. I don't know where she is.
Point of order, I did get a critical last time. I got 2 of the fancy ones. That's how I got 5 successes on 3
Okay.
dice.
So
Good.
you're awake.
Thank you. Then
I
you're-
fall
yeah,
down to pick up the bones.
That's good. That's a good point.
You're like,
You-
oh no,
yeah,
oh, it's
I mean,
fine.
you're- You're still gimped in that you cannot roll a dice pool that is higher than your humanity. But since you're both on humanity 7 still, that's less of an issue. So both of you are awake. You are still awake, struggling sort of to come out of this torpid, gelid state. Taylor is nowhere to be seen, but you're not seeing anybody else either. It's remarkably quiet outside. There's a family exiting a bungalow, a couple of bungalows back.
Can I activate heightened senses, specifically trying to listen for multiple vehicles, footsteps, anything
I mean,
that would
it's-
indicate that we are about to be inundated by violence?
Sure. Make a resolve plus, if you're listening intently, it's a resolve plus awareness check. But I'd say that you have to close the door and just listen intently, because
Yeah,
if you
for
activate
sure, for
heightened
sure.
senses and look out
Oh, it's
into
gonna burn my
daylight,
face
that's
off.
going to be painful.
That's amazing to realize that you have nothing in your toolbox that's gonna help.
That's 3.
That's 3.
I tried.
You don't really notice anything. It sounds almost peaceful outside. You can hear you can hear the murmur of people moving around. Somebody's checking out. There's a lawn outside. There's some tables set there. People are, having a picnic or something, eating food that they brought or bought. You hear somebody argue down in the parking lot. It's just, very...
What do you see? Are they
No-
coming?
no
Are they
one's-
out there?
no one's out there.
They're coming. We need to get out of here, like,
if
right
they're coming,
now.
they're far away. I can't
No,
hear
no, no,
anything.
they were
There's
right here. There
It's
was 2 of
actually
them.
quite calm here.
No, it's not.
Well, the bones said.
The point
The
is,
bones are
nothing
wrong.
is happening right now, so we can try to get out. And we should.
Yes.
How
I
do
want to
we-
get out of here.
I've never been out in daylight. How do we do this?
I don't know.
If we could find Taylor, she could bring the car and we could, bundle the others into the car. And then we could go.
I don't know if we should rely on Taylor at this particular moment.
What time is it? I look at a clock.
I think it's around 4, dear.
Yeah.
But it's immaterial right now. We need to find Taylor. Or we need to find a lot of big, large coats.
Will hotel comforter and bedding work?
I don't think that's sunproof.
Is there another way? No.
We're gonna be fine though. We're gonna make it until sunset, and then we're gonna get the hell out of here.
The
We won't.
chicken
We won't.
said
The
so.
chicken lied.
The chicken didn't lie for you. It worked very well for you. I know you don't approve of the methods.
I don't believe in your methods.
That's
Well,
fine.
then you can
but
believe in my hearing. I'm not lying to you right now when I say there is nothing happening outside.
Maybe they're really, really quiet.
They're not that quiet.
And we can.
They
just-
might be.
They're not.
They could be.
They're humans. They're not that quiet.
Let's think of a way out and not rush into the sun, and we'll just listen for them.
Then
and-
please think of a way out.
We're doing it.
What is the way out? I really would like to get out of here, like, quite soon-ish. Rather, actually now. That
We'll all
would be
pile in the van.
wonderful.
When the second sunset hits,
so far
we
away.
pile in the van and we go.
Ah,
I agree.
Looking
I
at
guess-
the time, it's now 3
Fine.
hours to sunset.
that's a really long time to have to wait, but fine, okay.
We don't have a choice.
We really don't, and I can see that.
If this is the way, then we're fine here. And if we're not fine here, then that was the path all along.
That is so very unnerving and not comforting at all.
We have no choice.
I suppose we do not.
You decide to basically trust the rooster. Maybe it's in the vicinity of all of these people. Maybe it's a case of lack of resources or logistics, or maybe it's because something more sinister is going on. Maybe it's actually worrisome that as you wake up at nightfall, nobody still has come for you.
Okay, up. Let's go. Let's go. Everybody in the van. Come on.
Wait, can we use the van?
Why wouldn't we be able to use the van?
They need
Oh
to-
my god, they're tracking the van. Oh no, we need a different vehicle. What do we do? What do we do? What do we do?
Do we wake up as
What
well?
do we do?
Yep.
Can
yeah.
we?
Yep.
We
wake
need
them
a
up.
we need a
Yep.
diff-
Yeah.
Team meeting.
I already did my rouse check. I have gained a hunger die.
Oh yeah.
I need to do a
with
rouse check?
completely unhurried, pack up the
Yes.
tarps
Do I
because
need to do a
you
rouse
could-
check?
yeah,
Nothing
because
bad happened.
You should do that. It's a new night.
Yes. Still free.
It's fine. It's fine. So let me take a look at your hunger dice.
Oh, there There we go.
Dice,
Yeah.
plural.
If only it were a hunger die.
2,
4.
4, 3, and 3. Things. I mean, you are exhausted. You really should. You earned something, but right now things are pretty desperate. The two of you wake to a surprising sense of urgency among the other part of the team. Taylor is nowhere to be seen.
I knew it.
I'm
Right.
sorry, but we're going to have to leave her. She can come later. We have to go now.
I suggest we ditch the trailer because people will be looking for a trailer.
Absolutely.
Wait, what happened?
Bad people. Lots of bad people. More bad people are going to come. We
Okay.
got to go. Go now.
Bad
Alright.
people.
Bad people.
With
They said they
badges.
were with the FBI, but trust me, they were not with the FBI.
They
Who
came
were
during the
looking
day.
for?
I
Della.
start looking around. I'm not going
So
back
this
to the
is
van if I don't have
technically
to. Is
your
there
fault?
any
Hey,
other
I don't know who
car
the fuck that Erica guy
seems to be
is.
big enough?
Wait. You said they were looking for Della? Why?
Yeah. They did not say. No, wait. It was.
They did say they were in
Yes.
the murder of an Eric somebody.
Precisely.
Wait, what?
I didn't murder anybody. At
what
all.
happened then?
Probably have.
You will tell us on the road. You better freaking tell us.
I don't tell you shit. Anyway, so did anyone
guys
murder
hear?
somebody on this trip? Because I sure as shit haven't.
No, not to my knowledge.
I'm looking around right now. Again.
No,
Are you
there
fucking
are
serious?
plenty of cars to choose from. I mean, like, there's a couple of sedans, there's another minivan, there's actually a camper. Like a what do you call it, a house car?
Yeah, I can't.
A camper, yeah, a small
As a
camper
camper.
there. All
I
of it
think
parked
I'm-
neatly
You
down
don't need
on
to
the
choose the
gravel
color.
filled
Come on, just
parking
pick
lot.
one.
I'm picking one of the bigger family cars. Not going to be ideal for the long run, but not going to be as conspicuous, is my logic. Look around and try to make my way in and hotwire the thing.
All right. Do the hot wiring thing then.
Yes.
It's
Do it,
larceny
do it.
or technology.
I guess which one I'm going to take, and I have one success.
One success. You are trying desperately there to get this car going. It's not going well. It's it's a modern car. It's got some kind of computerized thingy there. It probably has microchips in it.
Do you need assistance?
Yes.
I think maybe that one, and I pick an old one.
All right. So I go towards that, or do you want to take this
I can
one?
try it if
Let's
you
try
want
that
to.
one.
It's intelligence.
You've. It's still quite early in the evening, so there's still the possibility of being spotted. So I want you to make a wits plus stealth check.
Wits plus stealth. So that's. Let me do that. Let me fail mine first, and then it's your turn. My second willpower of the night. This continues apace.
That was a complete blank.
Ah!
That was 4 dice.
That's what was 2 successes.
2 successes. Oh. For a moment, you're about to be spotted there. And
We
then
don't
you
have time
weren't.
for that.
Then you weren't. All right, move on to the next car. Did you try to hotwire the other one?
I can try to get in and hotwire it, but I chose a way older looking vehicle.
Is that another sedan?
It's a sedan. It could seat all of us, but it's not a camp.
Alright.
It's not the camper.
All right.
We are slowly downgrading.
And it is intelligence and
No.
Larceny. What is it?
No,
Wits.
I think to hotwire it.
I think I'm just trying to get into it.
We're just trying to get into it.
Yeah, well, I'm assuming the car's
Yeah,
locked.
getting into it. That's dexterity and larceny.
I admit that's what I rolled because we had used that last time and I didn't think.
Okay.
Dexterity, larceny. Yep. I don't have more dice than you. I just realized. Nope.
Do you want to try again?
Yeah. I don't have a ton more willpower, but let's do it.
You do know that you can actually keep spending willpower, but then when you spend willpower, what you're actually doing is causing superficial damage to your willpower.
Oh, okay.
So you can keep spending, turning it into aggravated damage, but then that's going to leave you really, really spent for a long time.
Yeah. I too cannot open this car. It's a 1.
Opening cars is hard. I mean, you do still have the key to the.
Screw it.
To the
and
minivan.
I head in the direction of a minivan. We'll have to ditch it on the road.
As you're doing all that, I have some arising suspicions in there, and I would like to grab my phone, go online with my VPN, and
Debbie?
do a little background on our little Della, because something is stinky.
Yeah, I would actually like you now to tell me what your intelligence plus technology is.
That would be free, but I do have a contact who is a tech blogger, a guy who is a security
Oh,
guy.
okay.
to
So,
that contact.
okay, so that guy has set up this for you. Then I think you can add those two
Okay.
to this roll.
Okay, so that will be
Five.
5 dots total.
5 dice. Let me. I will actually make that roll for you
Okay,
because this has to be.
Sorry.
Just throwing them everywhere. Goodness.
Right.
I do a discreet call. I just like separate myself from the group and I call Mike and say, hi, listen, I have a certain Della, full name,
Pearson.
Pearson. I have a certain Della Pearson here. She's apparently an influencer, and it turns out that the FBI is looking for her, and I just want to do a little background check. Can you check out her Instagram or anything? She also
what?
goes by Julia Scott.
One moment. Let me see. Okay, yeah, she's out traveling. So, oh man, what is she doing? What is that? Huh? This looks.
What
oh,
do we
this
have?
looks weird. She's out on some kind of a trip, or maybe.
Wait. What do we have in there?
Oh well, she's been posting mostly photographs.
Give me a
selfies.
link. Give me a URL.
He gives you the link to her Instagram.
Okay.
I'm guessing that's where you post them.
I just tell him that I will call him later, and I check out the address.
Oh, she's been more or less live blogging, at least via pictures, live blogging the entire trip.
Did you post the sniper rifle selfie?
No.
Okay.
No, there's nothing.
for
There's
me.
nothing in the pictures that are like hey, look, I'm a vampire, or something that indicates that she's been in serious altercations. Although one of them seems to has her lying down, and you could almost see that there's some kind of some dirt or blood on her. She looks pretty uncomfortable. But other than that, it's mostly like tourist snapshots, mostly of herself, but of places that
Is
you've
she
seen.
tagging the locations?
She seems to be tagging the locations. Yes.
Della, where are you physically right now?
I think I'm helping Load get into the van.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Me just running around going, ah,
No, into the van. Go. Let's
Oh.
get into the van.
Okay.
Everybody is shuffling into the van. It's obviously everybody is keen to get out of here.
I would interfere with that. I know that we were being put in trouble if I do that, but this is the biggest trouble in here.
Yeah. I would like to point out that you are right now in the parking lot in full view of the motel, somewhere
Yeah.
around 9 o'clock in the evening. So there are people around here.
Is there anyone going into the car? Any car that is basically open, and someone that is basically going on the parking lot trying to open their own car?
No,
Guessing,
no.
okay.
Okay, so you're waiting for somebody to come down.
Not really waiting. I'm just like looking in the direction of the parking lot to see whether there's someone there. So
alright.
I just want to take the keys to a
Okay,
different
but
car.
the rest
I'm
of the
piling
group,
on
the
the
rest of the
driver's seat.
coterie are actually at the parking lot. You're the only one that hasn't gotten there because you've been busy.
All right. Yeah,
calling in
I
contact.
I'm getting there. Okay.
No, apart from
Yeah.
the coterie, nobody's down there, but you see a couple of people on the veranda of the motel, and somebody's just checking into their bungalow.
All right. I will follow them into the car, and I will ask Mayor and the rest of the crew to drive us somewhere more private.
Right.
yes. A
We-
good
well,
idea.
yeah,
Excellent idea.
Let's go there, and
Go
do a
ahead.
stop.
What?
Do a stop once we get somewhere private.
No, we can't stop. We gotta get as far away from here as possible.
We gotta
agree.
ditch the car.
We also have to ditch the car, so that's the only reason
the
we can
FBI.
stop.
Sure. We stop to ditch the car somewhere private. Let's go.
If it's private, we can't get another car. That doesn't
Just
make any
fucking go.
sense.
You
I
you
start.
burn the proverbial rubber. Did you unhook the trailer?
Yes,
I thought we were. Oh, never mind. Sorry.
I'm taking only the van, and my first instinct is to floor it. My second instinct is to stay within the speed limit.
All right. almost inclined to have you make a drive check to stay within the speed limit.
I think that's fair.
No. It's fine. It's fine. You're keeping it cool.
I mean, I think I could take half and work out.
You could take half and do that. Absolutely. Driving painfully slow suddenly. The rest of the
I constantly
town
look at
of Fallon
Yeah.
sort of snails by you until you're finally out of there on the 95. Okay.
I constantly look at Della, making sure that she doesn't do anything on her phone.
Mm-hmm.
I activate heightened senses just to keep a lookout.
Mm-hmm.
I think what I'm going to be looking out for, unless somebody else has, brings up a better idea, which my mayor tends to follow, as you'll have noticed, is the kind of unmarked rest spots that people who are driving long distances might be pulling over for.
It's
something
like a big, what would you call it, like a bulge of asphalt.
Exactly, something where there might be 3 or 4 cars, because we can't be picky at this point.
All right. Okay, you're keeping a lookout if anybody.
I mean, if
Usually,
there's,
do people leave their cars unattended at those
I
spots?
don't think so. But again, I don't think I can be picky right now. If some sort of not that modern-looking
I mean, you could go
motel shows up or something
exactly.
like that.
You could look for another motel and try to pull in there and do a switch.
Somewhere more private.
Why do you need somewhere more private? There's no cars in a private place. That doesn't make
We
any sense.
We literally need 1 or 2 cars, whatever, to check whether we can break into any. We don't have to have a whole parking lot full of cars.
We just need to get out of the vicinity.
No shit.
I don't know why you need to stop.
I don't know, if they found us at one motel, they're probably going to be able to find us at the next motel.
Yeah, that's why we should keep going.
How did they find us?
That's
They
a good
know
question.
they know of Della's name.
I have an
Names?
idea.
Maybe,
I have a perfect idea.
which is
Not now. Find me a private place and I will tell you.
We're in a car. It's as private as you can get.
You have no
I
say in
keep
that.
driving.
Oh, really?
I mean, it's up to you, really. I mean, you're in the driver's seat.
Yeah, but
do you
I know what
want to stop at another motel that has cars? Do you want to find a rest space?
honestly, whichever one comes first. As soon as we are out of the city environs, I start
All right.
looking.
You do find one of those rest spaces. There are no other cars there, but it is a private spot. It's dark. There's some, actually a few trees as well.
I'm gonna give myself a willpower roll to see whether I keep pushing forward. Nope, that's a crit, so... And I realize that, again, being too fast is not a good idea right now, so I slow down, and I pull up, and I step out of it and start pacing around the thing. Clearly too much nervous energy.
So we pull to the stop.
Yes, you have
Yeah.
now pulled into a stop. It's a secluded spot by the road. There's a few trees here of whatever kind grows in this area. Do trees grow in it? Yeah, I mean, this
They
is
do.
up in Nevada, yeah.
Yeah, it's like high desert, so pine trees and
Pine trees, exactly. There's a few pine trees here. There's a small bench even, it's like a proper rest stop and everything. It looks like it's had a one of those sort of portable or outdoor toilets there, but it's been tipped over.
I keep lighting cigarettes, and they keep dying because I forget to breathe.
I'm gonna look around quickly for any sort of like cameras or
I'm
surveillance.
following her.
No, there's
Something or other.
no. I mean, literally the only sense of civilization in this particular creek, in this line of sight, is the wooden table.
Okay.
Of course, and they tipped over.
Sure.
So just to very quickly go behind my mindset, I know that this biatch in here, she's a talker, and I do not want her to have an opportunity to talk herself out of that in front of the whole group. Because the more people she has around her, the more she thrives. That's what I noticed. And that's why I would like to, immediately as we pull the stop, use my strength and my brawl to drag her away.
Okay.
And just look at the other team and say,
Yeah. I
Just
mean,
go to settle.
everybody is at the moment pretty preoccupied with sort of their own thing. So you could actually, potentially get away with this. It's going to require, both stealth And I mean, obviously, I'm guessing you're trying to sort of shut her up as well.
No, I mean, I wouldn't like to do it in a secret from the team. I'd like to actually look at them and say, I have something to settle here.
Okay.
So-
Yeah.
I don't pay any notice.
All right.
I
You. All right. I would like to see just in that case, a straight strength versus strength roll.
You're gonna win. Why not?
Well, I take
You're not
half.
gonna. Yeah, you're not.
I take half.
I have one strength. I have
Exactly.
one strength.
All right, or rather, it's going to be strength plus brawl versus strength plus brawl.
I don't have brawl either, so.
All right, fine. So, I mean,
Didn't
even
make
though,
it better.
It's obvious what happens here. I mean, she grabs you. There is no chance of you to resist.
Ah! What are you doing?
She's screaming. Suddenly, I mean, maybe they're here. Maybe they found you.
At that point, I look up and I start walking, hurrying in that direction.
Yep.
I put
Hey,
my
hey, what are you doing?
I put
Get
my
off me! Get the fuck off me!
jacket off of her mouth just like this. So
I
Yeah.
bite you.
Tell me when I arrive.
she bites me.
She bites you. Oh my God. You bite her. She thinks, I want to see, you need, because you're wearing a jacket, so you need to bite quite hard.
Yeah.
So you need to roll I want to see a strength plus brawl to bite through it.
Don't vampire bites cause aggravated damage?
Whoops.
Yes, they do.
Well, that's fun.
But
That's
I
a
mean,
bestial failure.
Yeah.
that's a bestial
For my one
failure.
die.
Oh my God. I mean, you stop even trying to talk. You
I
just
can't even
go,
take half 'cause it doesn't
on
make
this
sense.
one.
It's cute, actually.
Yeah, it's almost as if she's on the verge of frenzy, you know, like
It's
shaking you
adorable.
back and forth.
Really just weathering your jacket at this point.
Okay, it's not a pretty sight.
Yeah. So
For some of you, you might, is this the true face of Della?
I am dragging her. Just giving a look to the rest of the team because.
no, I follow. At this point, I follow.
All right, and I just basically drag her away from the road, so we are, not seen from the road. That is my main concern. And as soon as we are in a little bit more secluded place, I pull my phone out on her Instagram page and just put her in front of her face. And what the fuck is this?
It's an Instagram account, you bitch. Let go.
What's this
And-
about?
Are you following? You're
Yes,
the only one following.
I'm
You're
following.
the
I think we're all
I
following.
think,
Like,
I
why
think
would
at this
we
stage
not?
it's very hard not to pay attention to what is happening here.
All right.
I'm not sure if we're like following, but I mean we are within earshot,
Yeah.
kind of thing.
I am showing everyone the phone with her Instagram account and the location of our journey freaking pinned to every single post she posted in the last few days.
This is what I do. This is how I make
Shut
money.
up!
This
I'm
is
just putting the arm to the mouth just to give them a chance to watch
I-
that.
You're
have a look
you're
at the
not
phone.
you're not being coherent. You're in the throes of this, like bestial. You've been
Baby frenzy.
you've been beset by a compulsion. That forces you to try to grab yourself out of it. You will not be bested by this brute. You will show her that you're better than her, even in a show of strength. Obviously, this is sheer lunacy, but you tell that to your beast.
Can I basically, for possibly the first time in his undead existence, I don't think you need a roll. Maya swipes through Instagram. It takes a few moments.
It's kind of hard to swipe because it doesn't
Yeah.
really react to your rounded fingers, but you finally get it
Yeah.
to react a few times. Yeah.
We were there.
Yes, we were. She's documenting the whole freaking road like a diary and publishing it to the whole world. Everyone can see that.
I look to Del. Why?
Do you let me speak or what?
Come on.
Basically because she needs attention. That's what influencers do.
Come on. Come on.
Okay, I put her the arm down so she can
Get
talk.
off me! Get
And I
off
hand
me!
back the phone.
Yeah.
I do think that you have a little bit of explaining to do.
What do you mean?
You can't post our location on
I've been
Instagram,
doing
young
this
lady.
the entire time. I've told you guys I do this when we started this whole thing.
That was
What-
a terrible
Was
idea.
this
This is
unknown?
This is exactly what
Are
I
you
do.
You know
kidding
what it
me?
was.
The first thing she did in the car was to take a photograph of herself in the car.
And I told her not to.
But she did.
And is that okay with you? That's why we were found. We are being followed by
No.
a fucking FBI.
No, we were found because somebody murdered somebody and it got pinned on me.
And everyone knows where you are because everyone sees that online.
I've never murdered somebody and I didn't put any sort of murder stuff on my Instagram.
But you
so
put
fuck off.
Your fucking face.
So the police follows this stuff?
Yeah, of course they do. They have internet. Duh. We're the 21st century. Come on. Everyone does.
I don't.
Police do. Second division
Sebastian
do.
did.
These people do.
They don't follow me. I don't do anything bad.
That's a problem. That's a real problem.
That I don't
It
do
is.
anything
It
bad.
does sound like
No
a problem.
shit.
No, they know about you. You gotta
And
go.
where we are.
But that's how I make my money. That's how I find
Do
people.
we fucking care?
I don't know, do you?
No.
Then why are we here if you don't care?
Why are you here with us?
You want to talk about motivations?
Sure, why not?
Game recognized game, bitch. Yeah, I can see through your faux leather jacket and how it's weathered, but you still keep fussing with it as if it was some kind of Gucci suit, perhaps.
I pull her hair down. What the
Oh,
fuck are you
fuck.
talking about?
Yeah, what am I talking about? Why are you really here, you cam spy?
How did you call me, you bitch?
I called you Camarilla, asshole. What are you gonna do about it?
I've been serving the Anarch movement for 15 fucking years.
Uh-huh.
Putting my life
Yeah.
on the line.
Okay. So why are you here?
2 steps back, 2 steps
Because maybe I want to fucking prove myself finally, eh?
And why do you need to prove yourself?
Because bitches like you don't fucking trust me. That's why.
Oh, gee, wonder why.
Because you are stuck up bitches doing the most stupid stuff and everything. Everything is always forgiven.
I'm just trying to make it in this damn world like everybody fucking else, okay? But I don't have to cheat, steal, and lie my way through it. I just have to do what I'm naturally good at.
Hey.
Unlike some
Hey.
people.
I think at this stage, this provocation is simply too hard to ignore. I want you to do a fury frenzy check at difficulty 3.
Free.
Yes.
And that would be my willpower.
Willpower plus 2.
2.
Yes.
Okay.
Your current willpower plus 2.
Yeah, that's 4 plus 2, that's 6 total.
Oh, fuck. Current willpower.
Fail, fail,
Yep.
fail.
Current willpower. Almost.
That is 3 successes.
You're barely holding on there. You're barely holding on. The will to do something about this creature is still there, but you're still able to do it your way.
Yeah, I am taking her again the way so I can mute her screaming. And I compose myself. I look at the rest of the team and I say, she's actively trying to sabotage this mission. If we want to get to the courier, if you want to have this done, we have to do something with this. And you all know it.
You do whatever you have to do because this is not working. She's a child. She should be punished. And I don't want to watch. I'm going to go over here. You did this to yourself, lady. You should have known better, young lady.
I'm rocking back and forth on my feet very clearly.
Mayor.
She's got to go, I know, but
Mayor, I don't want to do this. I've never done something like this before, okay? But we're on a mission. There's something we have to do in here. We've been through shit. We've almost died a few times during this mission. I am tired of almost dying, okay? I just want to survive for this shit and find whoever we are chasing and find the reason why we've all been sent on this mission. Mayor,
can you do me a favor and do a persuasion roll against my willpower,
yeah, sure.
if that's okay for
Okay,
Legacy?
Charisma and persuasion?
If you, all right. Yeah, sure. Do a persuasion.
I think I'm on the edge.
Get free hunger die?
Drop them
It's
again.
persuasion versus your resolve plus composure.
Ah, okay. So there are rules for this. That makes sense, actually.
Yeah, absolutely.
So it's charisma and persuasion on my part, right?
Resolve plus composure. Roll
Yes.
5 die. Okay.
Oh, that is 3 successes.
And I count 2.
Yeah. So
I step. I step 2 steps closer. Then take another, and then I rush forward and help restrain her.
Fuck.
Oh shit.
Good.
well, you're properly restrained now. This does not look good.
Is my mouth still covered, or?
No, I don't know. Is her mouth still covered?
It is covered as for now. I am looking at Camellia and at Peggy and just,
I have started walking away.
yeah.
Not completely, but
Camellia, would you join Peggy?
What the fuck?
I'm so sorry. I don't like roses. And I walk away.
So I just know that mayor and we drag her a little bit more away.
I deactivate heightened senses.
a good idea.
And I pull the arm out of your mouth. So, any last words?
Come on.
No, give her a chance. Come on. She's a rose. She probably wants that.
You can't tell me what to do.
Really.
Yeah.
So you have her completely at your mercy now.
We would put her on the ground and beat her up to torpor.
Yeah. You do remember there was a wooden table here.
Yeah.
I did not remember that. All right, so as this happens, I stand there. I imagine basically holding her arms by her side, still kind of rocking on the balls of my feet. Wait.
Mayor.
And
No,
I,
you are.
Oh,
you
oh,
are.
I'm-
Yeah.
okay,
No,
sorry.
Shut up.
and I hurry in the direction of the table. I'm going to do a rouse check for prowess. I don't know whether you would allow me to rip wood from
No,
solid wood either way, but
if you want to if you want to rip it cleanly right off, then I think.
and that's a fail.
Well,
Kind of makes sense.
you are
More hungry.
hungry now. You're not noticing it at the moment, but it's gonna bite you in the ass later.
So I step towards the table, have a look back, more or less with a punch, try to get a big piece to splinter off. Grab that.
And as you're coming towards us, if you are,
Yes.
I would put my hand in here and say, I'm going to handle this. Trust me, I'm going to handle this.
I nod and hand you the thing, and I rush off.
Good.
I'm crying at this point.
Tears of blood streaking down, staining your leather jacket. Oh, it's proper dirty now.
Aww, what's the matter? I should probably ask you for the last words, but what you gonna say? What did you say to Taylor? Did you tell her that you love her? Did you tell her that everything is going to be alright and this unlife thing is so great and beautiful and they're going to have great adventures together, huh? Are you going to tell me the same? I'm going to drag her away so no one can hear her screaming if she does. And I'm going to let my arm go a little bit down and say, any last words?
You don't tell me what to do.
No, but you don't tell me what to do either. And then I would push her back to the same position.
Okay.
Show her the moon. Is there a moon on the sky? Do we see the moon? Is there
Oh,
like a...
there was a gibbous moon a few nights ago, so I'm guessing the moon is still up. I mean, it's a half moon now.
Sky is a beautiful
half-ish.
thing to see, isn't it?
I turn my head down.
I look at Della, kind of fighting with my own thoughts as I do this, but there's something that I always wanted to try, something that I never had a chance to, and I pull her head to the sides, and I sink my fangs into her neck.
Okay.
Just
It's all right. The pain and sick pleasure intermingle as the fangs pierce your neck.
I just slight one hunger, if that's possible.
Yeah, she starts draining you, sucking the blood out of you. With no heart pumping it out, she pulls every mouthful out of you.
I never actually felt that. How does it taste? I wouldn't know if a vampire is of my preference. What do I feel?
You're not actually, technically, you're not bound by your preference when it comes to vampire blood. It's something else completely. Thick, viscous, almost, alive in a sense. Cold but burning.
Empowering.
Oh yeah.
You were always so good at all the things that you were doing, weren't you? Always taking the lead. Always being the one that the team needed the most at the worst situations, weren't you? All that power. It would be so good to have that power, you know? It would be so much easier. Have the respect that you did. As she's trying to struggle out, I would like to sink my fangs in her again.
All right.
And it's like another death of hunger.
Okay. Right. Do remember that you will yourself get hungrier as she does so, and you will also sustain at this point, I'd say, 2 points of aggravated damage.
Oh shit. So I'm at max hunger.
Oh, I would tell you that this will now merit a... You're very close to a frenzy check. If she takes another gulp, anything more, then you will have to make a hunger frenzy check. Not that it will matter much, though.
Or we can also ride the wave and just
Do it.
go for it.
Does that give physical bonuses?
No.
Shit.
She'll not be that easy to dominate, though.
Okay.
Fuck it, I'm gonna ride the wave.
All right. The last vestiges of humanity leave the eyes of Della. The beast come forth, her teeth, fangs shooting out, turning her mouth into that of a monster as it gnashes after you, trying to get out of your grasp, her hair thrown at all sides.
It's not a beautiful sight. She's a little bit scary when she does that, just a little bit. I put a stake through her heart.
Okay. Well, in this case, I'd say that having her incapacitated is enough. You stake her. She immediately falls limp, almost stiffening as you do so.
And I have her in my arms, incapacitated, and not fighting anymore. I don't need you. I don't. And I leave her body and walk back.
You leave her body.
Yeah, and I walk back to the car.
You leave it there on the resting spot. Okay.
No, not in a resting spot. I walked a little bit further away, so
You
basically...
throw her,
It's
in
somewhere
among
in
the
the
trees.
Yeah, wilderness somewhere that she's not easily found. I want her
Okay.
just to, basically...
Okay.
I don't take any time to cover her with anything, but I just leave her body there.
Waiting
Alright.
for sunrise. I sit behind the wheel, trembling hands, waiting to get away from here.
You're all okay with this?
I think no one is.
I think okay would maybe overstate it a bit, but more like all realize that this needs to happen.
Fair enough.
I walk back to the car and I just say, it's dealt with.
Well, mustering what resolve you can, knowing you did what has to be done, you leave the state corpse of your former comrade, Della, to be found during the night or to burn as the first rays of the sun reaches her.
Also, I take her phone from her and just throw it out of the window as we go further away,
Speeding away,
just in case.
you're not sure what will happen to her. You know that you might have solved one problem, but that's just one out of many. And the night is still young.